On the 11th and 12th of July, 2025, the city of Beijing was plunged into a state of unprecedented crisis. China's sprawling capital found itself fighting for survival against a devastating deluge sparked by a catastrophic dam failure. The collapse was triggered by the most ferocious rainfall the region has witnessed in more than a decade, unleashing a furious wall of water that submerged the metropolis and sowed chaos. This disaster was fueled by a deadly cocktail of weather systems. The lingering remnants of Typhoon Danas merging with a powerful monsoonal convergence, creating a storm of historic proportions. Within a matter of hours, the city's essential infrastructure began to crumble under the immense pressure. The torrent of floodwater turned major thoroughfares into raging rivers, inundated entire residential communities, and brought the city's vast transportation network to a grinding halt. One of the planet's most populous capitals was effectively paralyzed, a situation that laid bare critical vulnerabilities in its sophisticated flood control systems. The intensity of the downpour was alarming. The Chaoyang district, for example, was hammered with 68.2 millimeters of rain in a single hour. Similar extreme rainfall battered other urban zones, forcing the Beijing Meteorological Bureau to issue a citywide blue rainstorm alert in the early morning hours. Even with recent sponge city initiatives designed to absorb excess water, the city's infrastructure was simply no match for the sheer volume of the deluge. Runoff quickly overwhelmed engineered culverts and storm drains, proving that even modern solutions can fail in the face of nature's raw power. In response, city officials ordered a massive mobilization. Precautionary evacuations were mandated for all low-lying neighborhoods and any areas situated near hills, where the risk of landslides and flash floods was highest. A coordinated effort saw emergency teams from the fire, health, and transportation departments deployed across the city. Their mission was a desperate race against time to assist stranded residents, begin the monumental task of clearing waterlogged streets, and vigilantly monitor for secondary hazards like deadly mudslides. Simultaneously, urgent advisories were broadcast to the public, warning citizens to steer clear of flooded areas and to strictly avoid using underpasses or attempting to drive on submerged roadways. The impact on daily life was immediate and severe. The downpour crippled vital segments of Beijing's transport system. Countless flights were delayed or cancelled, and significant portions of the subway network had to suspend service due to extensive water logging in tunnels and stations. The human toll quickly became apparent, with over 10,000 people evacuated from their homes across the city. This figure was compounded by thousands more displaced in neighboring provinces, highlighting just how swiftly extreme weather can overwhelm the infrastructure of even a well-resourced global capital. The crisis was not confined to Beijing. The monstrous storm system cut a wide path of destruction across vast swaths of central and southwestern China. In the provinces of Guizhou and Sichuan, the situation was equally dire. More than 25 major rivers swelled past their designated safety levels, with several shattering long-standing historical records. In Guizhou, the Chishu River surged to its highest point since 1953. Meanwhile, in Sichuan, the Shaohe River reached a peak not seen in 29 years. Across this wider region, state media reported that more than 80,000 people had been relocated in recent days, amid stark warnings of continued risks from river overflows, immense stress on other dams, and potential levee breaches. Experts and meteorologists attribute this catastrophic event to the complex interplay of supercharged monsoonal moisture, the energy from the typhoon remnants, and the undeniable background influence of increasingly frequent and intense climate extremes. Scientists have warned that these types of convergence zones where tropical moisture is funneled deep into inland weather systems are likely to become even more potent in a warming world. Making matters worse, these torrential rains arrived on the heels of a prolonged and punishing heat wave, which had already placed immense strain on the nation's emergency response systems. In the aftermath, public health agencies are now grappling with a secondary crisis, issuing urgent advisories about the severe risks of food and water contamination. Residents in all affected areas are being strongly urged to boil their drinking water, avoid all contact with floodwaters, and immediately report any signs of illness, as the threat of waterborne diseases looms large in the humid conditions. With more rain in the forecast, authorities remain on high alert. As Beijing begins to reel from one of the most devastating floods in its modern history, the images of submerged highways and displaced families serve as a chilling testament to the profound vulnerability of our urban centers. This is a story that goes beyond broken infrastructure. It is a story of resilience, of survival, and of the urgent global need for preparedness in the face of a rapidly changing climate.